Hello, everyone. Flying squirrel. Um, Russell Lukash Kruger here. Hold on, let me pull my chair up here, guys. Hopefully, you can hear what I'm saying here. Got a microphone so I can get this to work right. So, to repeat myself, that was a flying squirrel. I am wearing a flying squirrel jammies, in a sense, but you can wear them anytime. And it is early-ish. It's actually noon, but I'm gonna switch the thing here so you can hear me. I don't know how this works, so hopefully this is working out well. So, I'm Russell Lukash Kruger. I am the owner, creator of Peetree Ad Network, peetreeadnetwork.com. You can kind of go and see what we're about. The URL will actually redirect you to my main business site. So my main business site is Rutakus, Rutakus, or Rust of All Trades. Both. It's all. They're all registered trade names. So, this is the Peetree Ad Network side news. Sorry, I'm just getting used to this. Because I'm trying to watch how everything is, making sure I'm in camera view right. It just looks weird. I'm pointing at the camera. Yeah, sorry guys, pointing at the camera. So, I just want to make this is a little bit easier to do. I want to kind of have fun with this news a little bit here. So, upcoming things, mainly, we are gonna be doing some cosmetic stuff to some of the older sites, the ones that have been in my network the longest. So that would be offersandclicks.com.info. atomicptc.com.info, epicptc.info, and biotechsimulation.com. That's biotech simulation clicks. So you guys know, when I got the domain for that one, that's a story for another time. But anyways, so those are the oldest ones in the site, and my traffic exchange Rutakus Pixel. So I'll RUTAKUS pixel.com for the free traffic exchange. But anyways, this is news for everybody, all the networks. So we have a network of quite a few sites here. Mainly, this is going to be pertaining to. I gotta roll my sleeves. I'm sorry, it's hot and all that stuff. So, it's mainly going to be pertaining to a lot of. We're going to be trying to implement more payment options. We've been trying to do that for a while. It just things got a little hectic. Last year around this time, I actually purchased MadeRight hosting and MadeRight scripts. So trying to get all that in order has been a headache, and unfortunately, ended up losing a lot of people because they just, it was either that they didn't want to continue running their sites. So unfortunately, a lot of sites that were on their network actually shut down. But I did buy all their networks, so the other sites in our network are their old sites. I'm just continuing running them. So with this being said, so I'm going to be adding cryptocurrencies. A lot of people have been asking for them, and I really been trying to. Unfortunately, with some of the codes that run some of my sites, it's a little harder because we're not going to go into details here. So hold on. I got to pause it for just a second. Sorry, I had to cough. I didn't want to cough on you guys. With that, it's a little harder. So I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna have to find some workarounds unless I can actually make something. Right now I don't want to focus a lot of time on upgrading existing ones, except sites that run the script that I took over MadeRight scripts. So those ones I'm not worried about because I am actually going to be doing some major upgrades to that script, and that's something for other news. But like I said, I do plan on manually updating all those to add more payment process, so on and so forth. So with this being said, cryptocurrency is a big one. I'm going to be adding it, and I'm going to probably accept a lot of different type of cryptos. Right now, payouts on cryptos are going to be very limited. And I haven't really implemented it yet, so you will see it here hopefully soon. I have a lot of stuff on my plate, and right now I'm kind of the only person that does most of the stuff with the business. Well, pretty much everything right now, um, until I can get like other staff involved in it and trained on how to do certain things or whatever, and then be able to hire more people, hopefully. So with this being said, I'm actually going to be implementing a little. This is more for the employment side of my thing, where employees will no longer be fired for missing too much work. Everybody has a life. We just want people to be upfront and honest with us if they don't want to work for us no more. That's the only thing that's, if they just don't want to come in, all the time, then just be upfront and honest. You can go to supplemental on that, on those options, but that's more for future. I'm just looking into a lot more, trying to actually challenge the business norms with my company. So with this being said, look out for some of the really exciting things here. I'm kind of getting out of breath here, and I'm actually going to pause it because I actually need to go grab some water. Well, since I'm just learning how to use this, I don't remember what I said and didn't say. I actually realized the whole time that I wasn't recording when I left to go get some water. I guess I won't go into too much detail other than that I've been not just with before Peetree Ad Network was actually created. I actually had some other names, kind of generic names that at the time for an advertising network, but I never really had anything set in stone. I don't even remember what they are at the moment. So, but my two oldest sites have been running as long as I've been been in business. I started as just like a computer repair business, but I did offersandclicks.com, .info. It actually first launched on the .info domain name, and atomicptc.com .info that originally also launched on the .info domain name. Offers and Clicks was actually bought from somebody else, and I've been running it ever since. So Offers and Clicks launched in 2008. And I was actually a member of the site, and it was paid by their previous administrator more than once. But that's who I bought the site from, and like I said, been running it ever since. Hold on here. I'm trying to... My cup was stuck, too. I got to take a quick drink here. But anyways, I'm not going to go into too much because I'm actually I'm going to try to write stories behind each of the sites here, if possible, or from what I know is available if I bought them from somebody else, because Offers and Clicks was bought from somebody else. Atomic PTC was bought as a turnkey website, so it was already pre-built, had a pre-design, and didn't really have many members per se because it was a turnkey site bought from Made Right Scripts. And so I don't know if I've already mentioned it in the previous video. Well, it's not really the previous video because I'm going to be splicing these together. I didn't plan on having to do this, but I'm going to have to edit these videos, splice them together, because I didn't want to lose the other video and redo this whole video after I messed up on my end by accidentally stopping it rather than, or whatever I did to stop, where I sat for a good 5 minutes thinking I was recording a video. I'm so smart sometimes. So now happens to the best of us. So anyways, with that being said, we got to have a little bit of fun with this. This flying little squirrel here, Russ. My name, I also go by Mr. Rusty in the advertising or the pay-to-click world as an earner. So I've been in this industry for a long time. I know a lot about it. I've been on I'm both sides. I'm still both sides basically because I still do view ads on other websites or micro tasks or whatever the heck you want to call it. So I've been in this industry since 2005 as a user and a surfer. I bought the sites back then because I wanted to give it my hand editing and some experience. I didn't really buy it to try to make some changes like I've been trying to do now. Like, so good example is like, we have the most lax activity policy anywhere. Like 2 years, like your account will be deleted after 2 years, but even then, you get deleted for inactivity, you can have your account restored with full balances and everything like that. We don't. I kind of believe I'm kind of tired of everybody doing the resetting, and you lose a lot of hard work because it's just like if you look at it like in the work environment, as sick time, like we don't actually get paid for missing all that time when it comes to this online earning thing. But anyways. The most laxest policy, activity policy in the industry. But also, this being said, everything's priced and all the rates are set. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I have a member or two who are really been complaining a lot, and to have this service keep going as it is, and I will say this because of as long as I've been in this industry and the amount of stuff I've seen, as far as a lot of sites disappear. Not very many sites not very many sites exist still. A lot of them actually have disappeared, and then it's the ones that still exist for the most part are kind of shitty. Pardon my language. Sorry, but sorry, not sorry. I'm not gonna edit it because I just had to be honest. And it's made it even harder for honest business owners to operate. And then, so with that being said, we're gonna start. If you continuously complain about random stuff after we've given you explanations. Sorry if I said that word. I'm not even. After I explained to you, that might be a better way because I'm having a really hard time trying to say that other word, even though it's not always the case. I just don't know why I can't say it at this moment in time. So we have some members. If you're going to continually open tickets are going to be answered a lot slower. I've actually started marking problematic users in my because pretty much a lot of sites that I own, a lot of scripts out there have user notes, and I'm telling you guys this, we have internal user notes about a lot of you guys about just random whatever. Most of the time it's like I've been using them for like because a couple of our sites we use the script blocks used when you try to access your account from a different country. So, and we have a lot of users as well as advertisers that do a lot of traveling. So they open tickets every time they travel from one country to another or on vacation, just so they can continue and access their accounts and do whatever they want to do on their accounts. You get the drift. Y'all, we do this for everybody. There's not all the sites to allow this, but it is a little bit of an anti-cheat feature because some users will try to change their country to defer our target advertising that allows advertisers to target two specific countries. Woo, I said it right that time. They want to advertise her too, and we allow that because anyways, we're not going to go into explanation. Every advertising industry does that. It's an industry standard allowing country advertising. Some allow city. I wish I could allow that, but I don't have, at least at this moment in time with my current state of the sites, they don't have that feature. So, and I'm not really thinking about it as a major important feature to add in the future right now because I have a lot of other things to add on that I want to add in the future. With that being said, I don't know what I've mentioned in the previous video. We'll be back on the payment proof, or not payment proof, payment options, both purchasing and cash outs. Cryptocurrencies was one big one that I'm planning on adding. Getting a corporate account to be able to buy and sell crypto, so that way I can make payouts. If there's not all, you get the drift. We want to have a corporate account available for both buying and selling of cryptos because either we don't want to have, we're not always going to put all our eggs in one basket, and two, we want to be able to make payouts regardless of what it is. But for right now, I'm actually going to be, you can right now, as of that, after this time of this video, you can buy with cryptocurrency, and I'm going to be doing, I will start out with a 50% discount on advertising. And this is only advertising, not not memberships, because currently, at the current state of the memberships, they're not a lot of profit in them, especially on the newer sites that I've added to the network that I bought from Made Right Hosting. So around this time last year, I purchased Made Right Hosting and Made Right Scripts and their network. I didn't keep the Made Right Hosting domain, so unfortunately, anybody that goes to that, I do not own that. I thought about it. I was thinking about it. I said I kind of wanted it. I don't think I ever really got it, and I just kind of left it at that because Made Right Scripts is the main domain I want. So maderightscripts.com. Right now, it's just going to bring you to, I don't know what it's going to bring you to because I haven't really done any work on it. And again, that's for another time because we're focusing on Peetree Ad Network. Peetreeadnetwork.com. Anyways, another payment processor I was kind of looking into probably adding, two kind of generic. So Cash App and Venmo was something I was thinking about. I don't have Venmo, so I don't know, but we've been using PayPal for ever since our beginning of our stuff. And I do other things besides this, so that's why I probably think I have a little bit of better relationship with a lot of the payment processors that I do as far as most of my industry. And most of my industry has been pretty safe pretty far. With that being said, I'm actually looking into starting a nonprofit to help administrators who've had their funds frozen and stolen from payment processors out there recover their funds, because a lot of them haven't. And this includes credit card companies that have been thinking they rule the world. But anyways, another topic at another time. I will say that a lot of business funds are going to be going to causes like these, as well as our rights to repair in both the physical and software industries. Because what I mean by physical is like right to repair in car industry, right to repair in computer technology, We stand by that because as I said, or if I haven't said it in the previous video, because like I said, I kind of generically watched to kind of figure out where I cut off at and went on from there. So I apologize if some of this stuff has been said. I'm getting close to knowing stuff that I said it hasn't been said. And anyways, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there. Sorry guys, I almost said something I shouldn't have, but I caught myself that time. I'm not gonna. I spilled. Oh crap! Sorry. I think it got in my headphone a little bit. Nope, did not get in the headphone, but it did get on my chin because I'm a frickin' klutz. Okay, frickin' klutz here. Okay, well, hopefully this video works out really well because anyways. So, rambling on. News. Payment processing for whatever, payouts, purchases. The only ones that I'm going to be doing for payouts only, and I didn't mention this yet, I know I didn't mention this in the other video, was gift cards. And if I did, I apologize because I'm pretty sure I did not mention it because I don't remember. I think I was doing my mess up that I talked about earlier in this little segment here. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a transition so we can kind of see where my mess up is so I can show you guys my mistakes. Anyways, so gift cards was an option that I've actually been thinking about for payouts because some people like that. Whether it's Amazon, Xbox, Steam. Those are the main ones that I was thinking about having gift cards for. And then I'm going to be doing, you can use your balance because I run a web hosting company. Not offers and clicks. It starts with the same thing. It's an O. Organic Hippie Hosting. Shh. And it's said like that. And the wording is the same too. Like shh, 2 H's and then 2 exclamation points and my weird dumb stuff like that. Anyways, so recently launched actually for a bit. I just have been doing a lot of work on it before. I've been kind of trying to get more main publicly announcing it and stuff like that. So with this being said, I'm also going to be allowing people to use their balances on all of our sites to pay for your web hosting and pretty soon you domain names. You just gotta I will allow it to be used for domain name. You just gotta have that amount available for your payout. So whether I don't know what the pricing on a .com without looking, and I'm not gonna go look right now. Not sorry because I just got a lot going on. I'm trying to get this news done. So that's one of the things I was gonna do, but I'm probably gonna do it on a lot of products and services too. It's a little bit more limited on stuff that I do locally because I can't really do the services that I do locally in my local area where our home office is located in Spokane, Washington, as well as where we're registered. Sorry, I got water on my thing, on my flying squirrel uniform here, so just trying to clean myself off. I'm sorry, I'm not going to edit it. I'm trying my best here. I want to have fun with this too because work shouldn't be so stressful in a sense, I guess, per se. Anyways, that's some of the options. So I'm not going to go into details on what type of cryptocurrencies I'm gonna accept and pay out on. For the most part, a lot of the major ones, but I'm just not going to go into detail. I do kind of have a list on the, if you do visit Peetree@network.com, and you guys may notice that when you type it in and you go to the website, it actually redirects you to my main business site. So it will redirect you to Rutakuis's, to Peetree Ad Network's webpage, and it's just one single page because I didn't want to go into too much detail because we have I got a lot of other stuff to deal with and adding another site in the network. I have a lot of sites and it's a lot of work for one person, though it has been a really fun ride getting this really going. So that's why we're kicking this up a notch, and I'm gonna do this awesome video here for y'all in this flying squirrel uniform because it's fine. I'm a nerd. That's fine. And if you guys don't like that, that's okay as well. But we are an honest business. We've been a registered business since 2010, like I said previously before. And in our forums, we have our business license linked there. It's on our servers in a PDF format. And you can also check our business name, Rutakuis. Rutakus on Washington's and the United States business page to verify our business thing and everything like that. But either way, it doesn't matter because, as I've said before previously, that I've been in this for a long time, so I've seen a lot of things. And even registered businesses or ones that claim to be registered businesses because I've actually exposed a scammer that was a registered business. Well, said he was a registered business, but I couldn't find any registration for his company anywhere. And then there has been registered companies that turn scam. And it happens in every industry in a sense. And anyways, back on topic to the other thing. So, payment proofs, couple other things. I plan on adding new features here soon, as well as cosmetic designs to some of the sites that are kind of plain that I really haven't done anything with because I wasn't sure I was going to keep it on that script. Mainly the sites I've been running for the longest because I'm not updating it with the script developer anymore. They're just terrible. And I'm no longer promoting I'm removing all of my affiliate links with them too because they're just terrible. I'm not going to go into too much. The script's okay. It does what it needs to do, except there are a lot of like tiny little bugs that I know and I've done my best to explain to you all the workarounds. So if you just listen to my workarounds, y'all, I'm telling you this because some of you freak out in the support tickets when I tell you how to do something or whatever it is. I don't know. Some people are just, we just can't always make you happy. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. And as I've told some of our really, I want to say hard users to deal with, that you can go somewhere else. You don't have to be a member here. We've been running this service for a long time, and I will tell you that at the current state of our industry, there isn't a lot of sites out there. There isn't a lot of income in this industry, just from my experience of doing it. And it's not because of the industry itself. It's because I'm going to say from experience, and this is what I've seen, and because I've been in it for a long time, I've seen a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that go in the behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize that played key roles into making it really hard for our industry to be real successful. So, and that's one thing I'm going to try to make some major changes in it, because some of those key players, mainly key businesses, some major businesses in the industry, I'm not going to say names or whatever into this video, just because I know, because it's hurt my business as well. It's made it really hard for my business to run, just because of the fact, you guys will know if I ever come about how this works, but I might try to see, hold on, I got to pause for just a second. Sorry. I had cat hair in my mouth, and I actually did it right this time. I had to make sure I didn't stop it or anything like that. So, and we have cats in this home office. All our kitties are rescues. So, in another sense, I was going to mention something else. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not. If I have, I'm sorry I'm repeating this. 2% of every transaction from today, after this video is posted, is going to help nonprofits. 1% is going to help other nonprofits that me and my employees. I only have a few. It's my wife and my kid. They're mainly only helping when I don't have the hours to give to them yet. I'm trying to get it to where I can survive on this myself, because I do work full time too. Just so you guys know, be patient with us as I work full time, and everybody else that works for me also works full time. Just so you know, we're working on changing that, because business should be fun, and work should be a little bit more fun. And work hasn't been fun, and it's not just been that; it's also other factors of like employee rights and livable wages and all that stuff. So stuff that I'm going to be focusing on changing in this industry as we try to challenge this game as a whole. Peetree at Network is going to be part of this. PGAtNetwork.com. Just jump on over there. So all our sites are listed there. It's one web page. And I forgot to mention this earlier, that there is a payment options page on that main page, on my main business page, because those are the ones that I use for my main business. They kind of got a generic list of the different cryptos that we'll accept. You know, like I said, major ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge. And right now, mining. Hold on. I'm sorry, I had to cough. I didn't want to cough in the microphone. And take a drink as well. So, anyways, I forgot what I was saying. 2%. Oh, yeah. 2% on nonprofits. Sorry, I just have a lot on my mind, and I'm trying to make sure I cram everything into this video, which is why I wanted to do a video rather than writing a news article. That way I can also make more content for our business YouTube channel, because that's what this is on. So if you're watching this, please jump over to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe to us. We don't really post a lot, at least at this moment in time. but we do kind of post. So um, the other 1% is going to go for a nonprofit that I'm working on. At least for right now, that 1% is going to help us take care of this kitty that I got. We recently rescued, who still needs to be fixed and stuff like that. So she's already had her shots. I just took her in the other day. A lot of that stuff's covered out of our pocket, but funds are a little tight right now, and it's like I'm using money that I have to use to pay bills, like keeping electricity and stuff like that on. I mean, it's not that much of a struggle, but like I'm just saying, because I had to use part of my car payment to, well, other bills too. I'm just gonna just say bills in general. Most of us are living check to check, and that's not how it should be. Which is why I work pretty much. If you look at it logically, I work two jobs. Sometimes it's really hard for me to not say the words I would like to say, because trying to keep this a little bit more business oriented. Just saying, you guys. So I kind of it's been having me a little irritated, because like all of us work really hard, and we're little to show for it. It's kind of it's just kind of BS. So with this being said, I'm gonna be doing some try to doing some of the additional things. Right now we have I want to actually mention this with the payment processing for payouts. If you request a payout and we cannot send you your payout. We have a user that has been their payments, because I'm at a standstill. I was more or less trying to wait for this news video right here hi guys, or I should do it like right there. Sorry, I forget the camera's right there. I actually have it sitting kind of more closer to my my keyboard here. So with this being said, I'm trying to restation it here and stuff. Anyways, so it's on my desk. I'm not going. I'm just kind of rambling. Whatever. I don't get to like do these that often, because most times it's really loud where I do this at. I do have a business computer, but the office has got to be a little bit more organized right now, and so I'm working on trying to do some major organization in there before I go down there and start doing it. And that one's a little bit of an older computer, so I don't know how well it is for doing like certain videos that I wanted to start doing, because this is just one type of video that I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do some of my game streams with this microphone. And now that I figured out how to do, now I got to figure out how to do where I can do the camera with my game streams. Because right now I'm going on with limited software that I have. I'm using the free software for this right now. And then I have Pinnacle Studio for editing and stuff like that. It's an older version that I've had for quite some time. And it's very limited on some of the stuff I can do, and so I'm looking around for other options here, and being on a little limited type of income for that type of reason, because I'm trying to invest a lot of time into other things right now that I'd rather. Anyways, long story short, we're not going to go into too much detail on this. It's just why I've been wanting to do more of these. For a lot of other areas of my business too. It's not just you guys with Peetree Ad Network side of it. With that being said, I'm also planning on doing bundle discounts when you bundle more than one products and service together. So if you want to buy advertising and, advertising for your website, and then want to order web hosting, we got you. So Organic Hippie Hosting and Peetree Ad Network, or Organic Hippie Hosting, and PeetreeAdNetwork.com. What a perfect pair. Anyways, I think we're going to probably get pretty close to ending this here pretty soon. I'm trying to think if I covered anything. Oh, we're going to go into cheating. We take cheating seriously here. And what I mean by that is any sort of cheating, any sort of hacking. Our servers are always constantly, I don't think people realize on how often a lot of servers, don't matter, the small business, small, like very little traffic websites are probably also hacked on a daily basis. So we're always constantly being hacked. But when I catch you, we're going to ban you. We're also now banning if you are a user on any of our sites, whether you are a advertiser or users that are earning money with us for viewing ads, and you have any sort of your info, email address, IP address, username, anything like that on stopspam.com or any other block list out there for spamming, you're not allowed. You're automatically suspended. We're no longer allowing users of those types. The reason why is your traffic, although all traffic really helps the site grow, but we don't want your traffic because you guys spam not only us in our forums, but you also spam our advertisers, our legit, true advertisers. They're just trying to get leads to their businesses. Hold on just a second. So, that being said, we're not allowing you. If you feel that we ban you in any sort of way, shape, or form, we do allow you to give us your case or whatever you want. I can't remember the words are right now off the top of my head. We're fair. We will work with you if you're an honest person and you can prove your honesty. And you can prove that either that you're not a cheater, spammer, hacker, or anything like that. But a lot of times those people can't really prove it. But I do know from experience, especially with experience in a lot of this industry with a lot of different scripts that run these types of sites as both a user and an administrator, as well on a lot of these block lists work too. So sometimes information submitted to those block lists could be inaccurate. And I know from experience, like I said, I actually run a web hosting company where they uses kind of some of the same little block lists and other such features such as like geolocation and stuff like that. A good MaxMine. If you guys want to just Google MaxMine, figure it, and it's all one word, you'll see what I'm talking about. Evolution Script used that. I don't know if they use that in the newer versions, but they use it in the older versions for the longest time. They could still use it. They swore by it as it's like anybody who's suspended by their anti-cheat system is a cheater. So I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form because there are some that are not. So if you believe we've suspended your account for by error, then you can fight your case. And we do allow that, as well as legal action in court where you can represent yourself and get a legal lawyer, and we'll prove it in court too, because like we keep track of all of our data. Our government, as far as businesses, we're required to hold all our records for 10 years. I've actually, for a lot of the stuff, I've held all this data since the beginning, just because I'm kind of a dork about the data thing and like to see the evolution of how everything's gone. Sorry, I had to itch my face. With that being said, I'm not sure if there's anything else that I didn't mention here, but upcoming payments. We've been really trying to bring in some third party. Well, not really third party, just bring in additional advertisers. I've been really, really working hard, almost since the beginning, to kind of bring in different sets of advertisers rather than the advertisers that advertises in this industry a lot of as I can't remember how to say the word. trying to bring in more different categories, I guess is the best way to say, of advertisers, like which is what the nice thing with the YouTube stuff on some of the sites. I'm going to be implementing YouTube videos and TikTok videos in newer versions of MadeRight scripts. So that means a lot of the sites that run on MadeRight scripts are going to have those. There's a lot of new features I'm going to add into those ones, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Jump over to peetreeadnetwork.com and check out all our network of websites. And you guys be safe out there. Later. Let me get this stopped here, y'all.